Well, today's video is going to be about, I got one of these charger packs. I bought it at Costco. Cost me about $89 at the time. And it was good for a few years. And then finally it would only get up to 10 volts. It would never get over that. So I disassembled it, which is a real challenge, taking these apart. But I got it apart and I got the main battery pack out of it. But what I discovered was when I disconnected it from its own circuit board, I was able to charge it, and it charges up and goes up to 14 volts and will boost a battery, no problem. So what I decided to do was, since the circuit board in the internal part here is failed, that I would get a balancing board off the internet. I got one out of China here. It's for 100 amps. So I'm going to solder it to the battery pack so that it has a balancing board. And then I'm going to put it in this black box, and I'm going to use it in the little bikes that I have over here. I have little four-wheelers like this, and they take a small battery, and they have a small battery compartment. So, that being said, that booster pack will run this little bike no problem. I've already tested that. So now the big project is putting this all together in that box and mounting terminals on it. I'm not going to film the mounting of that. If you don't know how to solder, you don't know how to solder. You really shouldn't be doing it. So, like I said, I'm going to use these wires here for balancing. If you've ever seen any of that done, there is locations on here. I did download a wiring diagram. I'm going to use the 12 volt one here. I'm going to use that diagram to solder up to the board. And then I'm going to mount it all in this box. So right now I'm going to do the wiring up, and then when I finish wiring it up, I'll do a little video on that to keep adding to this project. Well, I soldered it all together. Doesn't look too bad. Ran it on the little bike, runs really good. Didn't heat the battery up. Battery didn't get overly hot. So I think it's going to be good. Grandson's coming up. We'll do a test run and see how it does. Like, I ran it for about 5 or 10 minutes. Battery seemed to be fine. Bike seemed to be fine. The bike's fused, so shouldn't do any damage to it. Other than that, looks really good. Pleased with this. Going to put it together and try it again. But it does run the bike no problem. So there we have it. One booster pack, Unilabs, turned into battery pack for a little bike, just to show that it does run. Runs it no problem. Yeah, runs this little bike no problem. Hope the noise wasn't too loud for folks. Been good.